Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I want to talk to you today a little bit about staying sober for today. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? But anyway, I'm down here, my favorite spot, and it's a beautiful day. No humidity. Just it's warm. It's warm, but there's no humidity, and that makes all the difference in the world. A lot less sweating involved. But guys, how you doing today? Hope you're doing well. You know, um, I want to talk a little bit today about habits. You know, um, we all have habits. We all have things that we practice on a basis. We do them. We habits are things that we do. Quite a bit. And they are they could be good. They could be bad. They could be anything. Anything. I know I'm gonna do a comparison, like that I had really bad habits before I came into recovery and came to God. But I've been learning a day at a time to practice better habits, if you will. Habits of doing the right thing instead of the wrong thing. I before it was all about pleasing myself, and I'm here to tell you today that that doesn't do it, man. That doesn't make for a good life. If I just do things that are to make me happy, to make me smile, to make me feel good, quote unquote, that's not a good recipe for success. That's a big recipe for failure because if I continue trying to please myself and don't give a darn about anybody else, then that's not really a good thing. Uh, you know, I came into recovery, um, going on 33 years ago, and I had a ton of bad habits. The first one I had to dump was getting drunk. I came into recovery and I learned a new way to a new practice, a new way to act, a new way to behave. And I don't always do it right. Sometimes I screw up. Sometimes I backpedal. But the beauty is that you can mess up and what do? You fall down, you get back up again. You get back up again and you try again because human. I'm human, and being human is part of my DNA. Um, so I'm down here today. Today is July 21, 2025, and it's a beautiful day. I'm telling you, I'm in the shade right now, and there's a good old breeze coming through here. Man, it feels awesome. You know, how are you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying clean and sober. Hope you don't have any desires to go out and practice bad behavior. I've uh, I've had a lifetime of that. I had 20 years of that, and it's sometimes like since I came into recovery, the recovery part of everything, the recovery part of thing is that life is not meant to go and grab every single um, element of happiness you can. I mean, happiness isn't really found in a thing anyway. You know, it used to be, and sometimes still is. What's gonna make me happy at this moment? What's gonna give me pleasure right now? And I kind of know what those things are. It's not drinking anymore, but I have a hard time like not. Like if I go out to eat and they got my best dessert, my favorite dessert there, I'm not thinking of what I'm going to eat. I'm thinking that plus the dessert. And as you guys know, as I've told you in the past, I'm a connoisseur of cheesecake. I love cheesecake, and a lot of times when I go out to eat, I'm thinking of, "Well, I can't wait for dessert," you know. But it's not all about that. That's a habit, but I try not to overdo things, and if I overdid the cheesecake, if I overdo the like the pleasurable stuff, then you know I'm setting myself up to be hurt. I have to I have to one day at a time, go go about my business, but try to realize that I'm not the only one that's doing my life. I'm not the only one in my life. Um there are other people, there are other things, and I can't, like, just go through life thinking that I'm the only one that matters, that nobody else matters, that it's just not right. Uh, you know um and that's the beauty of recovery too. I start thinking about, how can I help others, how can I help others, how can I help others. And I don't know, to this day I don't know if I'm helping others doing this video. But the meetings, I know for a fact that helps others because they tell me so. And that's what life's about today, all about helping others, and it's not just about me anymore. I have to consider that there are others playing the game too, and the habits that I have now. So some of them aren't great. Like I enjoy my downtime as much as anybody, and I kind of like take that as like, well, you're being slothful, you're being lazy, you're being, I don't know. I enjoy it. I like it. I have kind of habits that like I have a new set of habits now that I quit drinking, and some of the things that I do are like coming down here, my walk. I do 4 miles a day. I love to hook up with people, sometimes on my walk to talk, and how you doing? How are you? I have a walking network as much as I have a recovery network, and that's beautiful. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I mean, I've been doing this thing for over 6 years. That's how long we've been doing the meeting down the park here. And in the beginning, if I took like a few days or a couple days off, where were you? People say, "Where were you? You okay? What's going on?" And that's kind of nice that people care. People, acknowledge the fact that you matter. And that's a beautiful thing. And I want people to know that I miss them too if I don't see them for a while. And in recovery too, when people don't go to your meeting, or you don't see them at meetings anymore, or anything like that, you're like, the first thing that comes to mind, I hope they're okay. And of course we can't tell unless we got their phone numbers. We can't tell. So I've been trying to get more phone numbers, even though picking up the phone is hard for me. Not an easy thing to pick up that 200-pound phone. But once you do, it's not too bad. It ain't bad at all. Yeah, but I came in and I had to learn all kinds of new habits. Doing, eating right, trying to eat right, um, getting some exercise. I do a little bit of exercise. I got my 4-mile walk every day, and a little bit of other stuff, not much, but it all goes toward building a healthier life, and health is oh so important in this day and age. I like to eat out on the weekends, and eating out, you see people that don't take care of themselves physically and way overweight, and it's like bad. It's an epidemic. It's a terrible thing. But you know, so you can do what you can do, and having eyes to see, you can see other people that don't take care of themselves. You know, they got it. Yeah, there was a saying, "Healthy mind, healthy body," and the body and the mind, they kind of go together. You come into recovery and you realize that, hey, God gave me a mind and He gave me a body, and I want to take care of both of them. And I try. Sometimes I don't do so good. Sometimes I overdo it with the sweets. I'm That's one of my downfalls. I like sweets. I like it a lot. I went out to eat yesterday, and I said to Lena, I said, hey, yeah, I'm in the mood right now. I just feel like eating all kinds of bad crap. And I didn't, of course, but I wanted to. Well, in a way, I did. I ordered um, I ordered the not curly fries, the other ones. The sweet potato fries, which are good. They're a little sweet, and they're very good. I freaking ate them up. And then of course I have to get my coleslaw because that's healthy. And then of course I get my what do you call it? My cheesecake, and that's probably not healthy, but I enjoy it immensely. Especially at a place that I go to. They got the best cheesecake on this planet. The best. So I'm down here. I don't know what kind of meeting we're going to have today. Hopefully a good one. And we are going to stay clean and sober, and I hope you guys are planning on it too. There's a good habit to get into on a daily basis. Stay clean and sober, one day at a time. And then before you know it, you're an old freaking timer. Sometimes I'm like happy with the mind and the body that God gave me because I don't know, because I'm not bad. I'm not sick. Never really had anything terrible happen to me, like I've had people like much younger than me get cancer, and many die. And yeah, I haven't had any serious stuff like that happen yet. If I ever do, and I'm human, so I'm very susceptible. I have to say that I hope I do the right thing and get closer to God, because you know, for me, God is he's the person that's going to make everything okay. God is going to do it. Um, Cheesecake's not going to do it. My favorite restaurant's not going to do it. God is going to do it. So today we're good though. We're healthy. Healthy mind, healthy body. You know, but habits, guys. If you don't have any good habits, today's a great day to incorporate some new ones into your life. Clean and sober is good. Praying to God is good. Walking with the Savior, Jesus, is good. And and I believe that if you get clean and sober, and you do the right things, that the best is yet to come. And yeah, today's a good day. Because July 21, 2025, the one and only. The only. There will never be another one. So with that, guys, give me a like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want, and please, God bless you all. Love you.